We have rallied allies and partners across Europe in a very intense way over the last weeks to make very clear that there would be massive consequences for renewed Russian aggression. But once sanctions are triggered, you lose the deterrent effect. So what we're doing is putting together a whole series of actions that would figure into President Putin's calculus.
A Fox News alert now. President Biden considering deploying thousands of troops to Eastern Europe as NATO announces it is sending additional ships and fighter jets to counter Russian aggression against Ukraine.
Congressman Michael Waltz is a House Armed Services Committee member, National Guard colonel, and former Green Beret commander. Good morning to you, Congressman. It feels like the situation is quickly deteriorating. Do you think a Russian invasion of Ukraine is inevitable at this point? And what does that mean for the United States?
I do think it's imminent, and it's very likely that Putin is going to invade. And what does it mean for the United States? It means destabilized Europe. Putin believes he can reconstitute the old Soviet Union and challenge the United States on the world stage. And right now he has more to gain than he believes he has to lose. By taking Ukraine, he'll have a huge increase in industrial capacity, in agricultural capacity, as Ukraine's the breadbasket of Russia, and access to the Black Sea with ports and trade and oil and gas. And he believes that far outweighs anything that Biden is going to do or the West is going to do in response, because he got away with it in 2014. He thinks he's going to get away with it again.
We just heard in the soundbite leading up to you from Secretary of State Antony Blinken, quote, once sanctions are triggered, you lose the deterrent effect, basically saying it's too soon for sanctions. Does that make any sense to you?
No, it doesn't, frankly. I was out in Ukraine a month ago and talking to the Ukrainians. They very frankly said, look, taking tough actions after we have Russian tanks sitting in our capital doesn't do us much good. We should have been doing things all along up front to challenge and change Putin's calculus. Sanctions now, more lethal aid now, and the types of lethal aid. The thing they most fear are surface-to-air missiles and anti-ship missiles. The Ukrainians have been asking for them for months. We should have already provided them. And also, the president needs to make very clear that we will continue to resource, not U.S. troops, but military aid and supplies to an ongoing Ukrainian resistance. Look, Putin thinks he can do this easily and quickly. We need to make it clear that we will support the Ukrainians in resisting, and this will be a bloody endeavor for Russian forces.